Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a fantastic day so far. I hope today has been treating you well. In today's video I've got a full face of makeup out on my table in front of me, and all of these products I haven't used in the longest time. Like, it's literally been months since I've used some of these products, and I've just been getting myself in a little bit of a rut, honestly. Like, I've just been getting ready for the day with whatever products I've got out on my table, and these are the same products that I've been using for like 6 weeks, just going through the motions and applying exactly the same makeup look every single day. So I just wanted to change it up a little bit. So I'm using some products that I haven't used in forever, and I hope that this video inspires you to do the same. Go and dig something out that you maybe haven't used in a while, see how you feel, change it up a bit, and let's just get started. For primer, this is like one of my favourite primers from the summer, and it's like, it looks pretty full because it's got all air in it, but it's probably about half empty. It's the Essence Hydro Hero Primer, 48 hour hydrating primer. Really like it, especially at this time of year when my skin is so dry. I need all of the help. So a nice hydrating primer is absolutely needed. So that is all of that primer nicely rubbed in and nice and hydrated and primed and ready for foundation. And I'm going in with this one, which is also from Essence, but that wasn't necessarily planned. I was just going through my drawers and I was like, yeah, I've not used you in a while. It's the Essence Stay All Day 16 Hour Long Lasting Foundation. I have this in the shade 08 Soft Vanilla, and I think that looks around about right for me at the minute. So I'm just going to go in with 2 pumps-ish. I might not use all of that. I'm just going to dot that like round my face, and then I'll blend it out with a sponge. For concealer, this is one of my favourite concealers of all time, and I cannot remember the last time I used it. It's the Collection Lasting Perfection Stretch Concealer. I absolutely love this stuff. It's so pigmented, so pigmented. Like, I'm taking, this is a Real Techniques contour brush, but like, I wouldn't use this for contour. It's like perfect for concealer. I'm going in with that much, and that will be enough for both eyes. Like, it's so pigmented. So I'm just going to work this in with the brush, and then I'll probably just stamp over with the sponge just to like really blend it in. And I do feel like where this concealer is obviously thicker, with it being in a pot rather than like a liquid that's got a wand, it's just the most incredible coverage, and it's also like really nice and hydrating. It doesn't feel really heavy. It honestly just feels like nothing, but it blends in and covers everything so perfectly. This is the concealer that I wore on my wedding day. Like, that is how incredible it is. I absolutely love it, and I can't believe I've not used it in so long. It's definitely the time of year, I feel, for more concealer and more hydrating products, so I'm definitely going to be using that one a little bit more. I haven't even gone over that with a sponge, but I feel like that looks okay. I am going to go off and do my brows because like, I can't take myself seriously until I've got some brows on. What products am I going to use though? I'll just go in with these ones because I've got them out on my table. The Catrice Eyebrow Stylist Pencil in 025 Perfect Brown and the Beauty Bay Brow Fixer. So I'll be right back when I've got some brows on my head. Okay, so brows are on. They are looking fluffy, and that is how I like them to look. So I have 2 bronzers. I'm going to start with this one, and then if I need more bronze, I've got this one from W7, but I'm going to start with a cream bronzer. So this is the Revolution Ultra Cream Bronzer in Light, and I know exactly what my problem is with this product. I'm like trying to find my brush whilst I talk. It's so pigmented. Like, it's the most insanely pigmented product I think I've ever tried. The tiniest little bit and it will do your whole face. Like, you need the smallest amount, and I also feel like it's quite cool toned, so it is more of a contour on me anyway than bronze, which is why I brought that other bronzer over as well. But like, value for money with this is absolutely incredible. I will literally never run out of this bronzer. That's because I don't use it all that much because it's so pigmented, but because it's so pigmented you need the tiniest little bit. It will last you forever. I don't know if I've heard anybody online say that they have run out of this bronzer. Like, it's just gonna go on and on and on. Like, you saw how little I got out of the pan there, and it's like done my cheeks, done my forehead. I am just going to go in with a tiny little bit more to try and get rid of this double chin a little bit. And I will also take a tiny bit down the sides of my nose. So I do feel like I want to go in with that powder bronzer as well. So this is the W7 Honolulu Sun Light bronzer, and I really like this. I do feel like it's more summery. It's quite sort of yellowy toned, I feel like, but I really like it. And I do feel like with the very cool toned contouriness at the minute, yeah, I feel like this is just going to warm up the skin really nicely. I don't like the packaging. I know why they've done the packaging, like, obviously I know what they're trying to copy there, but I don't like how like big it is. It takes up so much room in my drawers and I just don't love that. So that's the reason why I haven't used this in forever, because it's so big it gets shoved right to the back of my drawers, because otherwise it just gets stuck as the drawers come out. So as I was going through, I was like, what's at the back? What's like hiding back there? I want to use those products, and that's where this one was hiding. And that's the same reason why this blush hasn't been used in forever, because it's 4-in-1 basically. All of the palettes, like the blush palettes, get shoved right to the back. So this is the e.l.f. powder blush palette, and did this come in different shades? Yes, it says light on it, so I assume this will come in different shades. And I think I've used the bottom two before, which are like ever so slightly shimmery, but I don't think I've ever used this shade up at the top, so I'm going to go in with that one today. I might go in with a little bit of this one if I want something a little bit glowy, but I'm just going to focus on this one on the top corner, and I'm just going to work that onto the skin and like blend it in with the bronzer that I've already got on. I don't know why I haven't used that blush before. That is a beautiful shade. That's like my perfect like autumnal toasty, slightly deeper, slightly darker shade. I really like that. And although it looks matte in the pan, looks completely matte, but I feel like it's something, and I don't know what, but something is giving my skin a really nice glow. Like, it doesn't look matte or dry. Like, my skin looks really healthy. But this is a matte foundation, isn't it? I've used this 7 million times and I don't know what the claims are. Yeah, a flawless matte complexion. Something is giving me a glow, and I don't know what it is, but I'm absolutely not mad about it. I have brought over a highlight, and I think I'll probably just put a little bit of this on, because this is a very intense highlight. Another e.l.f. product, it's the Baked Highlighter in Moonlight Pearls, and I'm going to just tap a really small amount of this. I'm like swirling it off in the lid so that I don't get too much on the brush, because it is quite it can be quite intense, like baked highlighters often are. That's really pretty. It is one of my favourite ones. Again, it's another one I don't know why I haven't used it in so long. Like, some products here I'm like, yeah, I haven't used that because it's been shoved at the back of the drawer, or I haven't used that because, you know, there's a reason for it. I don't know why I haven't used this in forever. I absolutely love it. And where it's like a baked formula as well, it's so smooth. There's no chunky glitteriness, nothing at all like that. It just goes onto the skin so beautifully, really like reflects very smoothly as well, like doesn't pick up on texture or anything like that. I'm just going to buff over a little bit with the blush brush so that all of that blends in nicely. I'm a big old fan of how my base is looking. I don't know why. I have no explanation. I don't know why I haven't used those products in the longest time. I think that the base looks incredible. I love it. So for the eyes, I was like, I've used so many of my like individual eyeshadows recently. I'll often just pick one out, put it all over the lid and be done with it. But this palette, I haven't used this in forever and it's absolutely beautiful, and I was wanting to do something quite warm and almost purpley toned today, so I was like, this is absolutely the palette that I want to use. It's the Revolution Pro New Neutral Romance palette, and tell me that that is not the most beautiful, warm, bronzy and also purpley palette. It's absolutely beautiful. So I am going to take a big fluffy brush and I'm going to dip into the shade Tender, this one on the top row, and that concealer that I used is an eyeshadow primer as well, so I'm just going to tap the creases out, and I'm not going to go in with an eyeshadow primer today because that concealer is doing enough for me. So just going in with a little bit of Tender and running that through the crease. Then I'm going in with a slightly smaller brush and I'm going to dip into this shade on the bottom row that I just stuck my finger into, Adore, and that's slightly darker and slightly like redder. I'm just going to take that right on the very tip of that brush and I'm going to keep that more on the outer corner and like blend it inwards. So then I'm going to go in with Poetic, this shade here, and also Affair, this one. I'm going to put Poetic more on the inner corner and Affair sort of across more of like the centre of the lid, just for a little pop of something. And these shimmers are so pretty. In fact, do I just want Poetic? I might just put Poetic all over the lid actually, just something quite bright. Yes, I like that shade. So then I'm just tapping over the edges of that shimmer, and I think that that is all I want like on the lid. I am just going to go in with a liner brush and I'm going to go into the shade Passion, which is another matte. What have I got all over my nails? I do not know. I'm just going to dip the liner brush into that very, very purpley shade, and I'm just gonna sort of do a little bit of a smoky wing, but more so just like defining the lash line a little bit. A little something like that. Nothing too precise. I just want a little bit more depth, like right next to the lash line. For mascara, I'm going in with Lottie London. This is the Super Fake mascara, and I know that I love this. I know that it lasts really well on me. It's just, it had sunk to the bottom of my little like container thing that I keep in my drawers, and honestly it's just, that is my only reason for it. I love this mascara and I love how it looks. I love how easy it builds up. Like, you don't need to like spend a lot of time building up loads of layers. It just does the damn thing and does it so quickly and so well. I absolutely love how this looks. So I'm gonna go and do 2 layers, and then I've got a lipstick that I'm very excited to see what it looks like, because I haven't used it in so long. So that is the mascara done. Tell me that that is not a beautiful mascara. I absolutely love it. I'm trying to find the clip to get out of my hair. And then I just want to wipe off the lip balm that I had on. My lips are so like sore at the minute, they're all like cracking at the sides. I'm just having a bad skin moment. But for the lips, I've brought this one over, which is the Wet n Wild Never Nude lipstick. What actually are you? The Mega Last Matte. Probably shouldn't have picked a matte lipstick when my lips are struggling so much, but we'll see how this goes. And just look, it's such a beautiful nude colour. So I'm going to put it on and then I'm going to decide what lip liner I want, because I don't really know what direction I want to go in with the lip liner. I'm going to do the lipstick first. Like, it is very much like a concealer lip sort of a look, which I don't mind, but I do feel like I need a lip liner. I'm like looking at all of the ones that I've got out on my table. I think I'm just going to go in with the classic Rosy Nude, the Essence 8 Hour Comfort Matte Lip Liner. This is absolutely a product that I have continued to use every single day since I tried them. So this isn't in with the makeup that I haven't worn in ages vibe of the whole video. I think that might be my new favourite lip combo. How nice does that look? It's like a tiny little bit cool toned. The lip liner makes it a tiny little bit darker, a little bit more vampy, but it's still like a light nude. I really like how all of that has turned out. Do I want a little bit more blush? Yeah. When do I ever get to the end of a video and I'm happy with the amount of blush that I've got on? I cannot remember the last time that happened. Just going with a little bit more, just a tiny bit. I do also think it makes a difference like when I put my hair down. So obviously like all of that was open before, like back here where I've got quite a lot of colour, but then it's covered up once my hair goes down, so then I feel like I need more in the centre. I'm just trying to justify it to myself that I always want to add more blush at the end, but this is the finished look. Let me know what you think. I am honestly so thrilled with all of the base products. Like that foundation over the top of that primer, I think that's what's making the skin so glowy. It looks so nice. It's not so incredibly full coverage. Like I can still see my freckles, but everything's just really nicely smoothed out. That eyeshadow palette, I need to be using that more because that's fantastic. The mascara, I need to be using more. That lip combo, I love. So let me know. I hope that this inspired you to dig out some products in your collection that you maybe haven't used in a while, because I know we are all guilty of it. We all have products sitting at the back of our drawers, sitting right in the bottom of our makeup bags that we haven't used in forever. So go ahead, go dig them out, see what you think, let me know. Until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye!